Welcome to Magic Tale World, where every story comes alive with wonder. Let's open the book and begin our adventure together.
Have you ever wondered what the warmest hug in the world feels like? Is it from a big, fluffy bear, or maybe a cozy, crackling fireplace on a chilly winter's night? Well, our story today is about a little squirrel named Squeaky who went on a grand adventure to find out just that. Squeaky lived in a tall oak tree in the middle of a bustling forest. He was a very curious little squirrel, always scampering about with his nose twitching, looking for new things to discover. One sunny morning, as a gentle breeze rustled the leaves, Squeaky thought to himself, I want to find the warmest hug in the whole wide world. So, with a flick of his bushy tail, he set off on his quest. The first friend he met was a big, gentle bear snoozing under a tree. Squeaky tiptoed closer and poked the bear's furry paw. "Excuse me, Mr. Bear," he chirped. "Could you give me a hug? I'm looking for the very warmest one." The bear yawned a big, rumbling yawn and stretched his huge arms. He wrapped them around tiny Squeaky in a giant, fuzzy embrace. It was warm, yes, like being wrapped in a thick, woolly blanket. Squeaky giggled as the bear's fur tickled his nose. "Thank you, Mr. Bear. That was a very warm hug," he said. But was it the warmest? Squeaky wasn't quite sure. He waved goodbye and continued on his way. Next, he saw a mother bird in her nest, carefully tending to her little blue eggs. "Hello, Mrs. Robin," Squeaky called up. "I'm on a quest to find the warmest hug in the world. Could you help me?" The mother robin fluttered down from her branch. She couldn't hug with arms, of course, but she gently wrapped her soft, feathery wings around the little squirrel. Her hug felt incredibly light and delicate, like being touched by a warm cloud. It was full of care and tenderness. "Oh, that was a lovely, gentle hug," Squeaky whispered. He thanked the mother robin and watched her fly back to her precious eggs. It was a very special hug, but Squeaky's quest wasn't over yet. He felt there was still something more to find. As he scurried along a mossy path, he stumbled upon a family of rabbits hopping and playing in a meadow. A little bunny with long, floppy ears bounced right up to him. "What are you looking for?" the bunny asked, wiggling its nose. "The warmest hug in the world," Squeaky declared. Suddenly, the whole rabbit family gathered around him. 1, 2, 3, 5 little rabbits all snuggled up against Squeaky in a big, wiggly pile. They were so warm and full of energy, like a bundle of sunshine. Squeaky laughed and tumbled around with his new friends. It was a fun, happy, and very warm hug. He thanked the rabbit family and continued his journey, his heart feeling lighter than before. The sun began to set, painting the sky in beautiful shades of orange and pink. Squeaky started to feel a little tired and a little lonely. He had received so many wonderful hugs, but he still hadn't found the one that felt just right. As the air grew cooler, he saw a familiar sight up ahead, his very own tall oak tree. He scampered up the trunk, his little legs weary from his long day of exploring. As he reached his cozy little hole in the tree, he saw someone waiting for him. It was his Mommy. She had a worried look on her face, but it melted away into a smile the moment she saw him. "Oh, Squeaky, there you are. I was so worried about you," she said, her voice full of love. She pulled him close and wrapped her arms around him. And then Squeaky felt it. It wasn't the biggest hug, or the fluffiest, or the most wiggly. But it was perfect. It was a hug that felt like coming home. It was full of relief and love, and the feeling of being completely safe. It warmed him up from the tip of his nose to the end of his bushy tail. It chased away all the tiredness and all the loneliness. Squeaky snuggled his head against his mummy's shoulder. He finally understood. The warmest hug in the world wasn't about how big or fluffy someone was. It was about love. It was the hug from someone who cares about you more than anything. I found it. Mummy, he whispered sleepily, I found the warmest hug in the whole wide world. And right there, in his mother's arms, in his cozy little home, Squeaky drifted off to sleep, dreaming of all the wonderful hugs he had found, but knowing, without a doubt, that the very best one was right here. So, you see, the warmest hug can come from anyone you love, your mom, your dad, your grandma, or even a friend. It's the hug that makes you feel safe, loved, and happy. It's the best feeling in the world. Thank you for joining Squeaky on his adventure today. We hope you enjoyed our story. If you did, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, share it with someone you'd like to give a warm hug to, and subscribe for more wonderful stories. See you next time.